1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Breeze will try again on second down. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Now Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Kill.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action. action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was to...
They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. So here we go, first and 10 now. And the D looking like they may blitz. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. For the Green Bay Packers, they're coming off a 7-9 season as their offense makes their way back onto the field. But with that 7-9 season, Charles, they saw their string of 8 straight playoff appearances come to an end. It was just weird not to have Green Bay in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, you kept searching for them, didn't you? You kept looking down the list. When does Green Bay play in the playoffs? Because you're so used to it. But with the injury to Aaron Rodgers that knocked him out for so long, the offense really struggled. Finished 26th in the league in total offense. In a lot of ways, remarkable they finished 7-9.
Yeah, and Brett Hundley came in, tried to do his thing. I don't think it was much of an indictment on the play of Hundley, as it made me appreciate Aaron Rodgers more.
I think we all did, and I do believe that the head coach, Mike McCarthy, was trying to fashion offense and also take care of Brett Hundley in the beginning. and that made things easier for opposing defenses.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, fourth best in the league. Down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A.J. Klein. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ready, 95-56.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got Snead. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one. Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go. Out of bounds, it appears right at the 45. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back near the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On the keeper, it's Hundley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run with Montgomery. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Breeze going to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Breeze will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now, Breeze again. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn from 3 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Perry coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ready. 21.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Ready. 5.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 22 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense showing blitz. Brees going to throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From midfield, here's Brees. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Give him 30 yards there.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
21. Lady. Yellow lady. Sammy.
Working from the gun. It's Brees. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Brees to throw again. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, the teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover.